Well, for more on China's booming mobile payment market, I'm joined by tech expert Eric Schiffer. He's the CEO of Patriarch Equity. Welcome to the show.
Good to see you.
Now, Eric, when it comes to China's mobile payment market, it seems to keep getting more and more crowded. You have Alipay and WeChat Wallet among the top players. So far, who's really gaining the upper hand in the competition?
Well, I think Alipay still has the big advantage right now, but it's to be determined as to what will happen. I think, if I had to guess, that Huawei and some of these others will begin to move up. I mean, they have this deal with UnionPay, and frankly, it's a great deal. The biggest problem for some of these upstarts is they use a different system. It's called NFC, and most of the others use a QR system. So they already are in stores, where these NFCs aren't in all stores right now.
Now, you also have the newcomers like Apple Pay and Samsung Pay that are joining the fray. So what do they actually bring to the table that could potentially give them an edge?
Well, they bring the fact that they have this installed base. So you have these phones that so many people have, and that's really the factor. But being able to use them right now is a difficulty for now. And I think that as more and more systems are installed with retailers, as they are currently with some of these others like Alipay, et cetera, you'll see more utilization. But right now, Alipay has everyone beat.
And being that it is so early in the game, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges then for newcomers?
I think it's really, getting these things installed. I mean, right now you need to be able to process payments, and many of these NFC systems that you need to be able to process the payments just aren't at the retailers. So that'll catch up. It'll happen, but it's going to take some time.
And as we heard there from some of the comments of people just kind of reviewing the mobile payment system, some are worried about that balance of convenience and also security. How big of a role do you think that's going to play?
Well, look, convenience is a big thing for consumers, and frankly, it's very easy to use Alipay. The fact that people have WeChat and with the WeChat Pay solution, that's easy too because it's right there. I think over time, however, it really will come down to, I think, just personal preference. Ease of use will likely be pretty simplified across the board in time once you get NFC systems. But that'll take, as I said, a few years to happen.
Now, speaking of preferences, I know that you mentioned UnionPay, which is the domestic bank card organization approved by the State Council and the People's Bank of China. Now, it was losing ground to some of these newcomers. So how can these established institutions catch up?
Well, they're catching up now because they've got Apple, and then you have Huawei, who's also made a deal with UnionPay, and this gives them the inroad. So as you begin to see more NFC systems installed, they're going to catch up. There's no question about it. They made a smart decision making these deals, and they're really positioned for the future.
And what would you say, as we're seeing more of these companies coming into the fray, what's really been driving this growing use of mobile payments?
Convenience. I mean, you don't have to go into your wallet to pull out a credit card. You've got your phone there. It's convenience. Everyone lives with their cell phone. I mean, the cell phone is everything. So that's really the big issue. It's so easy to use.
Now, within China, the idea of using these mobile payments in even brick and mortar stores was adopted much earlier than in other countries. So when Chinese tourists travel overseas, they might want that same convenience. So what are some of these international retailers doing to cater to this tech-savvy Chinese market?
Well, look, I think some of them are trying to use these systems. I think they're attempting to get UnionPay capabilities over there. They're attempting to get the ability to interact with some of the systems that are being used in China. Chinese consumers are advanced. There's no question about it. The mobile system in China is far ahead in terms of utilization than almost anywhere in the world, if not being number one. So, I think that it's fascinating. It's a good study for everyone to really look at how mobile can be used to make your life simple.
And just lastly, Eric, when it comes to some of the trends that either people can learn from China's mobile market or things that people should be on the lookout for, what are some of the standouts for you?
Well, I think just being able to utilize things within apps. So I think one of the big issues right now, and some of the other payment systems don't have this yet, but I think they're going to catch up, is being able to pay from almost any app, almost anything that you're doing within your phone, instead of having to get out of that app and then going into a payment system. So that's one. I think mobile, gosh, I mean, you're really going to be able to use it for almost any kind of transaction. Certainly, O2O transactions, obviously, any kind of retail transactions. It is the future. It's not going away, and China's leading it, frankly.
All right, well, thank you so much. We'll have to leave it there. Eric Schiffer joining us from Los Angeles.